Hi to whoever is watching. And on today's video, I'll be reading the Holy Bible. And I'll be telling episode 12. And episode 12 is titled Galore, Galore. And how is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing great on this day, on this wonderful day, which is Monday, June the 15th. Hope and pray that everyone is staying safe out there, riding on their cars, their trucks, or whatever safely. Bike, walking on your foot safely, getting along with each other, loving one another, treating everyone with respect. I'm just hoping and praying that everyone is just having a marvelous day today. And let me get into the word. Just be reading, randomly in First Chronicles, chapter 10. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines and fell down slain at Mount Gilboa. And the Philistines followed hard after Saul and after his sons, and the Philistines slew Jonathan and Abinadab and Malchishua, the sons of Saul. And the battle went sore against Saul, and the archers hit him, and he was wounded of the archers. Then said Saul to his armor bearer, Draw thy sword and thrust me through therewith, lest these uncircumcised come and abuse me. But his arm bearer would not, for he was sore afraid. So Saul took a sword and fell upon it. And when his arm bearer saw that Saul was dead, he fell likewise on the sword and died. So he killed himself. Himself. Zero's description is wise. So Saul died, and his 3 sons and all his house died together. And when all the men of Israel that were in the valley saw that, they fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, then they forsook their cities and fled. And the Philistines came and dwelt in them. And it came to pass on the morrow, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, that they found Saul, and his sons fallen in Mount Gilboa. And when they had stripped at him, they took his head and his armor, and sent into the land of the Philistines round about, to carry tidings unto their idols and to the people. And they put his armor in the house of their gods, and fastened his head in the temple of Dagon. And when all Jabesh Gilead heard all that the Philistines had done to Saul, they arose, all the valiant men, and took away the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons, and brought them to Jabesh, and buried their bones under the oak in Jabesh, and fasted it 7 days. 7. So Saul died for his transgression, which he committed against the Lord, even against the word of the Lord, which he kept not, and also for asking counsel of one that had a familiar spirit to inquire of it, and inquired not of the Lord. Therefore he slew him, and turned the kingdom unto David, the son of Jesse. And I'm going to read one more part in Psalm. And I'm going to read in Psalms 141. Lord, I cry unto thee. Make haste unto me. Give ear unto my voice when I cry unto thee. Let my prayer be set forth before thee as incense, and the lifting up of my hands as the evening sacrifice. Set a watch, O Lord, before my mouth. Keep the door of my lips. Incline not my heart to any evil thing, to practice wicked works with men that work iniquity, and let not eat of their dainties. Let the righteous smite me. It shall be a kindness, and let him reprove me. It shall be an excellent oil, which shall not break my head. For yet my prayer also shall be in their calamities. When their judges are overthrown in stony places, they shall hear my words, for they are sweet. Our bones are scattered at the grave's mouth, as when one cutteth and cleaveth wood upon the earth. But my eyes are unto thee, O God the Lord. In thee is my trust. Leave not my soul destitute. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, in the gins of the works of iniquity. Let the wicked fall into their own nests, whilst that I withal escape. I'm not a perfect reader, like I said before. Holy Bible. Look like it's backwards. Let me just start off with this episode 12. It's called Galore, Galore, and it's about Like Alexis has set up like this gathering, like where all the boys would gather together and watch this wrestling fight on the TV. Like their favorite wrestler is, about to fight another, guy, a competitor. And all the guys were just gathering together. So that means Shelvanya or none of them wasn't around in this episode. But it was all the guys together. Ricochet, all of them. Memphis, all of them. Wetsuit. Every last one of those guys was together to watch this wrestling match on the TV. It's his apartment. And Fat Cat was coming too. But Alexis did not know that Fat Cat was going to bring his brother that he never mentioned to nobody. This brother was really tall. Like tall up there. Probably like near Shaquille O'Neal height. And really big and really tall, and had a big appetite for food and sleep. But he had a big appetite for food that day, and Fat Cat had let his brother know that he could come over, but Alexis did not know that Fat Cat had invited this brother over. And when Alexis had answered the door, he was like, open up the door like, hey. Like he didn't know like who in the world that was at the door. And then like my brother Fat Cat, he had to duck down in the door. Like my brother Fat Cat said that it was gonna be like a gathering, for the boys. We watched a wrestling match together, and I love wrestling. And Lex was like, oh, you Fat Cat's brother? And he was like, yeah, it's alright if I come in. And then Les was like, yeah, come on in, man. And like, everybody, I want you to meet Fat Cat's brother. And Fat Cat's brother, this is everybody else, Ricochet and everybody, say hello to him. And Ricochet was like, dang, Fat Cat, I didn't know your brother was tall as Goliath. That boy is a giant. But Fat Cat was like, pipe down, Ricochet, be careful with what you say. My brother is sensitive about his height. Like, he's real sensitive about people saying how tall he is, because Fat Cat's brother was not happy about being tall. He's like the tallest person in the apartment, like so tall that he literally kind of have to duck while standing in Alexis' apartment. He wasn't happy about, being that tall, and he wasn't happy about being that big, but he has a big appetite and he's tall. But you know what's about him that they don't know about? He has a big heart, but I didn't get to that part yet. So while they were sitting around in the fight, Fat Cat's brother was helping himself in the kitchen. He went into the kitchen and was just, when he saw like the table of food, like with snacks and stuff, bowls of pretzels, all that stuff, wings, all that stuff like that that was put on the table, for the boys to eat. He like, and once he all of it up and like a pig while eating it, and he was done. He was like holding his belly like, whoo. And then when he about to sit down on the couch, like the edge of the couch, like where the part is, the arm of the couch is at. As soon as he sat down, the whole couch, the rest of the couch where everybody else had lifted up, like, dang. So he had to get up, and he couldn't sit down. If he sat down in a regular chair, it would break. If he sit down on the arm of the couch, it would lift up with everybody else up there. This dude was humongous. So he just had to stand, like in the apartment, like duck down like this. And, everybody was kind of glancing at him, and they would whisper to each other, like, dang, that dude is big. Like, he is tall. He literally looked like a tree standing in here. But, Fat Cat's brother, he was a really kind-hearted person. Just had a big appetite. And Ricochet went in there like, man, I'm about to get me something to eat. Wait, hold on for a minute, Alexis. Save my spot. And right when Ricochet had got up, Fat Cat's brother like, okay, free spot for me to sit in. He did not know Ricochet was saving that spot to come back and sit in. He sat right in Ricochet's spot, flopped it down on the couch. Not only did he made that part sink in like this, like a sinkhole, but Alexis was sitting right there, and Alexis was like this, like that. And then he had put his arm around Alexis, his long arm, and they was like, hey, how you doing, buddy? And Alexis was like, all right. He was a little bit smushed. And Ricochet was like, hey, Alexis, all the food is gone. Did somebody come in here and steal it? Alexis said, ain't no way all that food can be gone. Hold on for a minute. And he had to get up. He was struggling to get up from the couch. He had to move Fat Cat's brother's arm from around him, like a big old branch that was wrapped it around him. And he was like, oh, my bad, man. I'm sorry. And Alexis walked in the kitchen like, where is all the food? And Fat Cat had ended up getting up, whispered to Alexa, like, my brother must have had ate it because, I forgot to tell you, he has a big appetite too. And Ricochet like, dang, he not only is tall and big, but he eats up all the food and we don't have no snacks or anything to eat on. So he's about to, I can't watch this wrestling match, on a hungry stomach. That's what Ricochet has said. And then, Alexa said, well, it shouldn't be no big problem. Ricochet, why don't you run out and get the food? And then Ricochet said, hold up, why do I got to run out and get the food? Why don't you let big man over there, the green giant over there, go get the food? He the one who ate up all the food. And Fat Cat said, hey, man, I'm going to call my brother the green giant. He said, he is a big old giant. He coming in here, taking up space, eating up all the food and all. Ricochet would not shut his mouth. And, Fat Cat's brother heard all of it. And he, kind of got sad like this. And he walked into the room. He walked into, the room, Alexis and Sylvania's bedroom. And he flopped it right on the bed. To sit to himself because he was sad. As soon as he sat down on that bed, kapoosh, it fell to the floor. Yes, it fell down to the floor, but he didn't care. He just sat there like, yeah, nobody doesn't want me around. I'm too big. I'm too hungry. He just was sitting right there. And Rick in Alexis' room. And Alexis don't hear that big boom sound. Like, what in the world was that? It sounded like somebody dropped a boulder somewhere. Like Ricochet and them was asking all of them. Memphis said, I think he was in your room somewhere, man. Is that big dude in your room? Big cat in your room? So Alexis went in there and checked in his room, and he was shocked. He was like, oh, okay, Sylvania's gonna kill me when she come back. The bed was broke. He knows Sylvania was gonna be pissed if she come back home. So he got to figure out a way, like, okay, well, I'm going to just have to pull out my pockets and make sure the bed get fixed. I'm going to just have to explain to my wife what had happened to the bed. But, he wasn't being, unfriendly to Fat Cat's brother like everybody else, especially Ricochet. He sat down right beside him on a broken bed. He was like, hey, man, you don't have to, leave a way for everybody else. Ignore what, that poop head, Ricochet is saying. Ignore him. He's talking really ignorant. I enjoy your company, man. You have nothing to worry about. He was rubbing his back. And Fat Cat's brother was like, really? You really enjoy me? And Alexa like, yeah, man, you can stay as long as you want. More food will be brought. Just don't worry about nothing. Just sit here, kick back and relax, and everything will be fine. So Fat Cat's brother ended up falling back on the bed and falling asleep on that broken bed. And he was like, his snoring was so loud, it kind of had made vibrations in the living room. Because Ricochet and Memphis and them, they sat their beers on top of the table. And their beers were just rattling right along with the table. And they're like, what is that? I know it ain't no earthquake. And Alexa was like, oh, he fell asleep in my room. He's snoring really loud. And Ricochet looked it up at Fat Cat like, man, don't bring your brother again. He ruined this whole... we was about to have a good time. We didn't know that your big old brother was supposed to be coming. And Fat Cat said, watch your mouth about my brother. I'm going to tell you again. I'm not going to tell you again. Watch your mouth about my brother before you catch a pow-pow to your face. And Ricochet said, man, I can say whatever I want to. Like I say, you should have kept your big old brother at home. And Fat Cat said, first of all, it's my little brother. And second of all, I don't play about my little brother. So leave him alone. Yes, that giant... That is his brother. That's the younger brother of Fat Cat. Fat Cat's the older brother. Sometimes it be like that. The oldest be shorter than the youngest. Sometimes it be like that. People will usually think of the oldest being taller than the youngest, but sometimes the youngest is taller than the oldest. And that's what it was with Fat Cat's brother. And I don't have no name for Fat Cat's brother, but he was just a huge guy with a really big heart. He was a nice, gentle person, a nice, gentle giant in real life. And I'll tell you why. One day when Ricochet was walking with his girlfriend, He was walking with another girl. He goes on different dates with different girlfriends. And my allergies be acting up. He was walking with this girl when out of nowhere, this guy came running past, shooting past, and snatched this girl's purse out here. Like, oh my God, Ricochet, he stole my purse, get him. And Ricochet started running by like, hey man, give me back my girl's purse. Man, give me back my... The guy punched him, knocked him straight out. Ricochet fell on the ground, straight with his face hit the ground. Dude knocked him cold out and busted his nose. Ricochet hit the ground. And the dude was still running. But the dude did not run that far. He did not get away with the lady's purse because it was Fat Cat's brother out of nowhere, came up, jacked the dude all the way up, and asked for the purse back. You want me to let you down? You want me to let you down? You put down the purse. Give the lady's purse back. Now. So he got the purse back and they ended up tossing the dude off, far off. The dude fell back somewhere, but he did not get hurt or anything. And then he brought the girl's purse back. And Ricochet was knocked out cold on the ground. And Ricochet's girlfriend was knocked out cold on the ground, and the green, well, not, I was about to call him the Green Giant. Fat Cat's brother had picked him up and carried him off to the hospital, and all he did was just kind of hit his head right here, but his nose was busted open and was a little broken. So yeah, he had to get like a bandage over his nose and everything. But Fat Cat's brother made sure that he was okay, and he gave back the girl her purse. And of course, the girl broken up with Ricochet after checking on him in the hospital. Like, okay, well, it's good that you're all right because I'm broken up with you. Like, you didn't help me out. Like, you didn't help me out. Like, I know you tried to fight the guy back, but you could have at least hit it, swung off better than that. Just let the guy just flatten you out on the ground. Like, the girl just was criticizing Ricochet for not, standing up for her, and she left him behind. And Ricochet, he was also like in a short coma, and hold on, Rick. I was talking to somebody, but back to what I was saying. Ricochet, he's woke up and seen Fat Cat's brother standing right there, like, hey man, what are you doing here? And they were like, some food knocked you out, and I had to get the purse of the girls back from him. That's what Fat Cat's brother has said. He was like, how did I get in here? He's like, I carried you here to make sure that you was all right. And Ricochet was like, hey man, I appreciate it, man. Man, that was a hard fault. Like, he was just happy that he was alive. But he was looking around for the girlfriend like, oh yeah, she left. She don't want to have nothing to do with you. He said, but as long as you're okay, buddy. That's what Fat Cat's brother has said. And Ricochet thought about it, the stuff that he was saying about Fat Cat's brother. And they were like, man, as I'm laying right here in the hospital bed, man, I owe you an apology. Like, I'm really, really sorry for what I said, for calling you all sorts of names and stuff, hurting your feelings, man. It's really kind of you to do something like that. Some other fool would have just, left me right there. But you helped me out, and I want to thank you for that. And they were like, no problem, man, no problem. So that's basically the end of the video. Ricochet started being more nicer to Fat Cat's brother. And then, he agreed right along when Alexis found out what had happened. The rest of the boys came in the hospital to visit Ricochet. And they also thanked Fat Cat's brother. They looked at him as a hero with a big heart. Like, he helped him out. And he, made sure that criminal didn't get away. That criminal that had hit Ricochet. And this is the end of the episode called Galore. And Fat Cat also, was happy that his brother did something like that. And he had made this medal for him, like this medal of honor for him. And it was this medal. Guess what the medal was made out of? The medal was made, the part of the top part of like a can, like, canned goods, like say a can of potatoes. Cut that top part off. That's the part that he made the medal out of. Yes, that's what the part he made the medal out of. And he carved in his brother's name, and he put it right there. Put it right there in some kind of way, like as a medal of honor, like for his bravery, for what he did for his friend Ricochet. And Fat Cat's brother also got like a mind of a child too. He's grown. Not that he has anything wrong with him. He just have a childlike mind. He eats a lot. He's really big. He's really tall, innocent, light, very friendly, but will also stand up for people who are close to him. And I hope you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. So happy to meet whoever is new here. And if God's will, there will be more videos coming up. Thank you for all the support. Thank you all. And God bless, and please stay safe out here. Goodbye.